This is a whiskey Mai Tai. One of my favorite things to do in Tiki is create cocktails in the glasses that they were served in the golden era of Tiki. Welcome to Tiki Cocktails with Spike.
Tiki Cocktails with Spike.
This is for the Honi Honi. This is called the Tahitian mug. And in this glass was served the Honi Honi and the something else. The great thing about the Trader Vic's Bartender's Guide is it shows you all of the different drinks that were served in the different barware. And here it is right here, the Tahitian mug, the Pinky Poo, and the Honi Honi. So I guess one day we're gonna have to make the Pinky Poo as well. What the hell's a Pinky Poo?
That's the name of a drink.
It's the name of a drink. We'll have to research that. Hit the subscribe button because eventually we will get to the Pinky Poo. Okay, but until that moment, check out the graphics on potentially one of the most offensive pieces of barware that you'll ever see. This dude chasing the chick into the water. You can see her butt there. And then he's chasing her out of the water, her top's off. He grabs her and then kapow, punches him right in the face. So it works out in the end. And at the very end, she's either wrestling him or she's spooning him from behind. So it all works out in the end. Now, one of the things you might not already know about Trader Vic is, of course, he had his chain of Trader Vic's restaurants, like the most incredible eateries and cocktail destinations across the globe. But he also had a chain of Mexican restaurants, Señor Pico. And you can see the shape is just about the same as the Tahitian mug. I don't know what they called this mug, but same kind of thing. It's like a senorita and a dude and love scenes. Stuff happens. What happens in this one? It's like a dude sitting there with a senorita, and then they start kissing. I think he grabs her butt, and then she pushes him into cactus. That's what happens. Okay, so we're gonna put that aside and focus on the Honi Honi. The way that it's been described to me is essentially a whiskey Mai Tai. So we're gonna go through all of the steps, basically making a Mai Tai. Okay, we're gonna quickly cut this lime in half. And of course, if you know the recipe for a Mai Tai, then you know the recipe for the Honi Honi. The way that they describe it in the Trader Vic's Bartender's Guide is 1.5 ounces of Trader Vic's Mai Tai mix. But what we're gonna do is, there's an ounce of lime juice right there into a drink mixer, question mark. Usually you would shake this kind of thing, so handshake, fresh mint and a fruit stick. Okay, I just realized I need all kinds of extra things, so here are my things. This is way more involved than just quickly making a Mai Tai, whiskey Mai Tai. Okay, so we have our 1 ounce of lime juice. We're gonna go 1/4 ounce of orgeat. 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. This is pure cane syrup. It's a little fancier. 1/2 ounce of orange curacao. And for the blended whiskey, monkey shoulder. Ooh, that is a good pop. Very sweet. It's a sweet whiskey. And we're gonna do a full 2 ounces. That smells aggressive. Okay, so there is our whiskey Mai Tai. Oh man. That's such an odd scent. It's just that the whiskey takes over the whole thing. It is so, I don't know. I'm not really a whiskey guy, not anymore. I was, there was an era that it was, but before we go and shake this thing, there's a couple things that we're gonna have to do. One of Vic's favorite garnishes, and they would apply this to a lot of different drinks, was the fruit stick. So we're gonna make that real quick. Twist the top off of this. And when you do that, you can save, the top to use these pineapple spears for garnishes. You can freeze those things too. And we're gonna cut some squares. So we're going to go ahead and cut this piece into squares, and we're going to taste one. Pineapple. Damn, dude, that's so good. Oh my God, that's so good. Now to make the fruit stick, we are going to skewer a maraschino cherry, and then we are going to put pineapple wedge, pineapple chunk on there. That's a fruit stick. That's a Trader Vic's fruit stick right there. And they would garnish all kinds of things just like that, and they still do to this day. Okay, so we have the drink right here. We're gonna add in some ice. And just like we're making a Mai Tai, give it a shake. Which side should we have pointing towards you? Maybe the section with the chick punching him in the face. Just like a Mai Tai, here is the Honi Honi. Wow, perfection. And we are just gonna top it off with a little bit of ice here. A lot of bit of ice. Beat it, and beat it. And you too. Fruit stick. Look at this. And the glass that it was served in. All over the place. Beverly Hills, Atlanta, Germany. A little bit of a smack. This goes in the back here. Oh, dude, that looks gorgeous. Now, before we get into tasting the cocktail, I do want to thank Tiki Land Trading for providing these shirts. If you're interested in these shirts, you can go to tikilandtrading.com, find all of the authentic looking shirts that they're recreating. And man, this one fits great. I love the design. It's probably designed by our buddy Jeff Granito. Whoa, that was weird. Jeff Granito. Yeah, go to tikilandtrading.com to grab one of these things. Okay, now, from Trader Vic's Bartender's Guide, this is the Honi Honi. And it always kind of like trips me out, like, why did this cocktail get its own glass? Well, it shares it with the, what was it, Pinky Poo?
The Pinky Poo.
Pinky Poo. Okay. That is a curious cocktail. At first I'm like, I think this is horrible. And then it kind of sits with you for a second and you go, oh, it's a lot of the sweetness from the whiskey that you don't normally get from rum. I feel like, of course, rum can be sweet also, but rum is also kind of full-bodied, has got a lot of character to it. Whiskey just has a whole different flavor profile. Do I like this? I don't hate it. I think if you're a whiskey guy, or a whiskey lady, maybe you'd love this. I come to Tiki for rum, and not that every cocktail has to be rum, but I come to Tiki for rum and tropical flavors. And this just, I don't dislike it, but if I were to order it at a bar, would I order it again? I don't think so. If it came like this, I would at least definitely get it once, enjoy the fruit stick and the fun glass, but let's find out if this is for Editor Jared.
Hey, hey!
Okay. Hey, man.
How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Good, good. The Honi Honi. He hasn't seen this shirt yet.
What is this shirt?
It's got raccoons on it having tiki drinks and having a good time.
I kind of wonder if the raccoon is literally up there right now watching us.
For those who might not know, Spike's been having a little bit of a raccoon issue around here, and there's raccoons living in the ceiling, the roof up above.
Oh. It's a baby. Oh. That's how they're getting in and out. I can barely get out. Oh, there's another one.
So
Driving Sparky up the wall.
yeah, and you kind of too.
I just know they're up there destroying things.
Yes. So I like to think that they might be like watching the show sometimes, like they're up there like seeing what's going on. I even think maybe at nighttime they're coming down while you're sleeping and like making a cocktail, having a good time.
Like this guy right here.
I know. So I just want to let the raccoons, if they're watching right now,
Yeah.
I'm on your side. I'm cool with you. I'm fine with you being here. I mean, I don't live here, so I don't have to worry about it, but
You're a traitor. You're a traitor to me and Sparky.
well, I think Sparky's hosting the parties while you're sleeping. I think he's inviting the raccoons in, maybe the rats. They're just having like a whole animal party while you're sleeping.
Animal party. Did you see on Facebook I recently posted that 5 years ago I had a raccoon problem?
Yeah. How did you handle that? What happened then?
I caught the whole raccoon family out on a little voyage.
Oh.
And once they were gone, I sealed up their thing.
How'd you catch him?
It was the same kind of thing. I just, actually it was Astro, my previous dog,
Oh.
was losing his mind and I went, they're out. The raccoons are out.
Oh my God. Oh, babies. You can't go in that tube. No, 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 no.
And so I took an elevator. I took a ladder up to the roof, and I climbed up there, and I saw the whole family of raccoons, and they were tiny little babies, and I was like trying to shoo them off the roof with a broom. You know, I wasn't like whacking them.
Yeah.
I'm legit having a standoff with these things. I can't abandon my post. I don't want them going back in. Go find your mom. Please.
It's very sad because I love raccoons. They're adorable.
How long does a raccoon live?
Probably like 35 years.
Okay. Well, maybe the babies that lived here before or 5 years ago were like, hey, that was a cool place.
Oh.
Maybe these are like them growing up.
Oh, going back to their old stomping ground.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if it's 35 years. I don't know how old they live. Let us know in the comments below.
Because that might be, pertinent to how long they might be here. But anyways, I thought, tiki raccoons, and I thought this would be a fun shirt to get.
That one's surfing?
Yeah, when surfing, I mean, they're all having a good time. Like, if you would give a raccoon a surfboard, he'd probably, have a good, or he or she would have a great time.
So would it be exclusionary?
They, yeah.
You know, the way that I first found the raccoons 5 years ago is I was in the hot tub by myself, having a cocktail, enjoying my night, and I was like, somebody's watching me. And I looked up, and there was a raccoon sitting on the roof watching me.
That's what I think what's happening right now. I think they're watching the show.
He's a peeping Tom.
Back to the Future. So, anyways, the Honi Honi.
Honi Honi.
Which means kiss kiss.
Oh no.
I looked it up on the internet. So, this is a kiss kiss drink with Irish whiskey. So,
Well, we're gonna skip the kiss kiss part,
yeah.
and you can go
And
ahead
just
and
drink part.
yes. Maybe that's why I was in that glass.
It's like a whole movie. It's a whole story. So, that's like a Mai Tai with whiskey. That's what it is.
I don't know how we would do this show without you and your astute taste bud recollections.
If you take rum out of a Mai Tai and you put whiskey in, that's what you get.
Would you order it again?
Yeah, I would. But
Oh, you would?
I'd be like, hey, can I get a Honi Honi? Hold the whiskey, put rum in it, and then like, give me
Oh!
the Mai Tai.
That's what we need to start doing. Okay, everybody, this is new lore on the channel.
Ooh.
What we need to start doing is ordering Mai Tais, except order them as Honi Honis, sub whiskey for rum.
Yes. And then they'll probably spit in your drink.
If you enjoyed this, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, follow editor Jared on Instagram @JaredShow. And if you like this video, YouTube thinks you like this one also. So click on that one.
Let us know how long raccoons live. We could look it up, but it's more fun to hear in the comments.
It is.
Honi Honi. Honi Honi. Watch it now, watch it. Sometimes I get them and I return them, but I'm gonna keep this one.